Welcome to Pause and Perform, your go-to channel for all things canine. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches the lives of many dogs and their owners: separation anxiety. But what exactly is separation anxiety? In simple terms, it's a feeling of intense distress experienced when a loved one is not present. Now imagine your furry friend feeling this way whenever you're not around. Yes, that's what separation anxiety in dogs is. It's a serious condition that can affect a dog's mental and physical health. It's not just about missing their human pals. It's about a profound sense of panic and fear that can lead to destructive behavior or even health issues. This isn't about spoiling our pets. It's about understanding their emotions and helping them cope with their anxiety. Stick around to learn more about this important issue that many of our furry friends face. So, what causes separation anxiety in dogs? You might be asking yourself, well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer to that, but we can point out some common factors that may lead to this challenging condition. Firstly, a sudden change in routine can be a major trigger for separation anxiety. Dogs are creatures of habit. They thrive on routine and predictability. So when their world gets turned upside down, say because of a change in your work schedule or a child leaving for college, they can become anxious and stressed. Similarly, the loss of a family member, whether a human or another pet, can cause a dog to feel anxious when left alone. Dogs form deep emotional bonds with their family members, and the sudden absence of a familiar face can be incredibly distressing for them. It's not uncommon for a dog to start showing signs of separation anxiety after losing a companion. Moving to a new home is another factor that can lead to separation anxiety in dogs. Imagine being uprooted from your familiar surroundings and placed in an entirely new environment. It's disorienting, right? Now imagine that you're a dog, and you don't understand why this is happening. It's enough to make any dog feel anxious. One thing to keep in mind is that it's not the dog's fault. They're not acting out or being naughty. They're simply responding to feelings of stress and fear in the only way they know how. It's also worth mentioning that certain breeds are more prone to separation anxiety than others. Dogs that are naturally more anxious or high-strung, such as border collies or German shepherds, may be more likely to develop separation anxiety. But remember, any dog can potentially suffer from this condition, regardless of breed or age. In conclusion, separation anxiety in dogs can be triggered by a variety of factors, from changes in routine to moving to a new home. But no matter the cause, it's crucial to remember that your dog isn't to blame. They're simply reacting to their circumstances, and they need your understanding and patience to help them through it. Understanding the causes helps us to better address the problem. Now that we know what causes separation anxiety, how can we identify it? Well, the signs of separation anxiety in dogs can be varied and sometimes subtle. However, there are a few common symptoms that dog owners should be on the lookout for. One of the most noticeable signs is excessive barking or howling. This is often triggered when the dog is left alone or separated from their favorite human. The dog is essentially trying to call out for their owner, expressing their distress and longing for their companion's return. Alongside the excessive noise, you may also notice some destructive behavior. This could include chewing on furniture, scratching at doors, or even trying to escape from the house. This destructive behavior is not the dog being naughty or spiteful. It's a manifestation of their anxiety and panic at being left alone. They are trying to alleviate their stress, or, in some cases, attempting to escape to find you. In addition to these signs, dogs with separation anxiety might also have accidents in the house, even if they are usually well house-trained. This happens because the anxiety and distress they feel can upset their bodily functions. It's important to remember that this is not the dog misbehaving. It's their way of communicating their distress to you. Other symptoms might include pacing in a fixed pattern or along a set path, excessive drooling or panting, and attempts to prevent their owner from leaving. Dogs might also display a change in their eating habits, either eating excessively or not at all when they are alone. Each dog is unique, and they may display different combinations of these symptoms. It's crucial to keep a close eye on your furry friend and try to understand their behavior patterns. This will help you identify any signs of distress early on. Remember, these behaviors are not your dog's way of acting out. They are signs of genuine distress and discomfort. Your dog is not being bad, they are scared and anxious. Understanding this is crucial in helping them cope with their feelings. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards helping your dog. So let's move on to the next scene and discuss the possible solutions to help your canine companion deal with their separation anxiety. The good news is, There are solutions to help your dog manage their separation anxiety. With a little bit of patience and a whole lot of love, we can help our furry friends adjust to being alone without feeling distressed. Firstly, let's talk about behavior modification. This is a fancy term for a simple concept: teaching your dog new responses to being alone. This may involve desensitization, where you gradually get your dog used to being alone for longer and longer periods of time. Or you might use counter-conditioning, where you try to change your dog's negative reaction to your departure into a positive one. This could be done by giving them a special treat or toy that they only get when you're gone. Another solution is to use medication. Now, this isn't a first resort, but it can sometimes be necessary. For some dogs, the anxiety is so severe that it's hard for them to learn new behaviors. In these cases, medication can help reduce their anxiety and make it easier for them to adjust. Always consult with a vet before starting any medication regimen. In some cases, professional help may be needed. Dog trainers and animal behaviorists are skilled in working with dogs who have separation anxiety. They can provide personalized training plans and support to help your dog feel more confident when alone. Remember, it's important to be patient and consistent. Change won't happen overnight, but with time, your dog can learn to feel more comfortable when alone. It's also crucial to avoid punishing your dog for behaviors related to separation anxiety. This only increases their stress levels and can make the problem worse. In conclusion, dealing with separation anxiety in dogs can be challenging, but with the right approach, it's definitely manageable. Whether it's through behavior modification, medication, or professional help, there are ways to help your dog overcome their fear of being alone. With patience and consistency, it's possible to help your dog feel more comfortable when they're alone. Remember, your dog looks to you for comfort and security, so let's do our best to help them feel safe, even when we can't be with them. Separation anxiety in dogs is a serious issue, but it's one that we can tackle together. It's vital to remember that our furry friends are not just pets, but family members who depend on us for their emotional well-being. Understanding the causes and symptoms of separation anxiety is the first step towards helping them lead happier, healthier lives. Remember, the signs of separation anxiety can vary from one dog to another, but they are often marked by excessive barking, destructive behavior, and even depression when left alone. But don't worry, with the right approach, patience, and a lot of love, you can help your dog overcome this challenge. There are numerous solutions available, ranging from training techniques, modifying your departure routine, to seeking professional help. Every dog is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. So don't hesitate to explore various options. Thank you for joining us on Pause and Perform. If you found this video helpful, please give us a like, share it with your fellow dog owners, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more informative videos about our beloved canine companions.